Hello there. Welcome to the Advertiser's Guide to the Galaxy with me, Karthik Srinivasan. I'm back with more insights on marketing and advertising from India. In today's episode, I will be talking about something I have very less of, hair. But this is more about two brands fighting for the share of the wallet of Indians who want to grow more hair on their head. I started losing my hair in my mid-30s thanks to my genes. But I did not lose my sleep over losing my hair. I did try some oil suggested by my dad shortly after discovering that I was losing hair faster than it was growing, but after a month or so I stopped. Instead, I just embraced the hairlessness or the less hairness. Since then, I would have saved so much time by not walking into the hair care aisle in departmental stores. But I understand and appreciate how important hair is to a lot of people. And products that promise hair growth have been perennially popular for a very long time. This includes the patently rubbish snake oil, the phrase not literally oil, from Amazon forests peddled by teleshopping networks for ages. A couple of brands have been recently active in the hair fall growth oil segment, which is different from the hair maintenance oil segment, and that's the focus of today's episode. Patanjali is one such brand, and it has been advertising its Kesh Kanti herbal hair expert oil quite often recently. The other one is Emami's Kesh King. Unlike Patanjali, which usually attacks nameless rivals of non-Indian origin to sell its products, but did not opt for the theme in the ads for Kesh Kanti herbal hair expert oil, Emami's Kesh King chose to name a rival brand and make a comparative claim. And the object of Emami's attack? Hindustan Lever's brand Indulekha. Emami's ads scream, Kesh King is 2 times more effective than Indulekha in reducing hair fall and 2x effective at half the price. And these ads are literally carpet bombed across media, including e-commerce websites and digital ads. Most e-commerce platforms do not allow ads that name rivals, unlike print or TV media that have no such rules. Reason? Simple. E-commerce platforms are not media platforms, they also sell the rival brand. Print and TV media are simply media outlets, not selling platforms. So it's a surprise that Flipkart allowed Emami to name Indulekha while Amazon did not. I believe this is a first in times of guerrilla marketing tactics from a digital advertising point of view. For context, Hindustan Lever acquired Indulekha from a Kerala-based company called Moson's Group in December 2015. Moson's had launched Indulekha in 2009 and the brand was valued at around 300 crore rupees during that acquisition. Also remember that Emami acquired Kesh King from SBS Biotech for about 1,651 crores in June 2015, just 6 months before Hindustan Lever's acquisition of Indulekha. In August 2019, Hindustan Lever announced that Indulekha was already a 2,000 crore rupees brand. Plus, Indulekha was the first to launch the patented comb-shaped applicator bottle in 2014. It has eventually been copied by Kesh King and Kesh Kanti. So it's understandable why Emami chose this name and attack tactic, which in itself is not so unique anymore. When it comes to legal pursuits around such named attacks by rival brands, the courts don't really care that a rival has been named. All they care about is to see whether a rival has been disparaged. Let's apply that basis to Kesh King's ad claim now. Emami's Kesh King now says that their product is half the price but twice as effective as that of Indulekha. There is no word or phrase that disparages Indulekha at all. This is simply the age-old trick that we have all learnt from Tenali Rama or Birbal stories, where the emperor asks either Tenali Rama or Birbal to make a piece of stick small without touching it. All they do is place a longer stick next to it. It then becomes a question of perspective. Kesh King simply spoke about itself as being cheaper than Indulekha by half and double the effect. The price we can all see, it's simply the maximum retail price. But double the effect? That's hazy territory for all the brands, including Indulekha and Kesh King, because it depends on so many factors if at all it is true. Clearly, a clever move by Kesh King, though a spokesperson from Hindustan Lever commented to a story in Financial Express that they have secured an interim injection from the Kolkata High Court restraining Emami from airing this ad. But the only chink in Emami's armor is around price. Usually anything cheaper is associated with relatively poorer quality. That is bound to play in the minds of potential buyers and affect Kesh King brand in the long run. Now let's look at Indulekha's response. Observe how Indulekha reacted to Emami's attack. Usually when another brand names an attack, there's not much that the attacked brand can do. If they name the attacker in turn, that would actually be giving attention to a rival, usually smaller. So a better approach is not to mention the rival at all and instead focus on the product promise itself. Indulekha's multilingual and multi-edition ad response were perfectly on target because they did not mention Emami's Kesh King and simply focused on their own product being made authentically as per Ayurveda. But there is a nuance worth observing here, and this is very, very clever insight by Indulekha. If you notice Kesh King ads closely, they are referring only to hair fall. Number one hair fall expert, which sounds so wrong as a phrase on second thoughts. They use data from Kantar World Panel to make this claim seem credible. And 2 times more effective than Indulekha in reducing hair, that's the other claim. There is no mention of hair growth or regrowth anywhere in Kesh King's ads. And what does Indulekha focus on? The ads say, it just doesn't reduce hair fall, it grows new hair. And the caption below the logo, grows new hair almost as large as the logo itself. Indulekha seems to have consciously focused on establishing their own Ayurvedic credentials, quality of the product, and completely avoiding the battle turf laid out by Kesh King. Instead, it found a gap, a very valid one at that it could play on without any specific reference to Kesh King's primarily price-based claim. This is an excellent response as far as brand rivalries go. That's all for today. And we'll be back next week with another piece of marketing communication and another round of insights. If you want to reach out to me, I am at Beast of Troll across Instagram and Twitter, and Karthik Srinivasan on LinkedIn. I also happen to have a blog by the same name. You can listen to the show on the IVM Podcast app, website, or across any audio platform. The show is also available on YouTube, by the way. Just search for The Advertiser's Guide to the Galaxy on YouTube. You can reach out to IVM at IVM Podcast across Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Thank you so much for listening.